Mm, how you doing? It's Carmina. You caught me eating chocolate, and the only appropriate reaction when eating chocolate is mmm. And this is not just any type of chocolate. It's Godiva chocolate. So for my birthday every year, my dear brother sends me flowers and a box of Godiva chocolate every year. So it is my tradition to eat the entire box all by myself. And I make no apologies for it. I don't feel guilty about it. I enjoy every bit of chocolate because that is how chocolate is meant to be enjoyed. Which brings me to today's topic, which is how do we get rid of the damn guilt this holiday season? Because you know what's going to happen, right? You're going to get the invitation to well, I guess this year we're back to doing parties. I don't know if you're back in the office, so maybe there'll be an office holiday party. And you're going to have all the good stuff there. And most of us make ourselves absolutely miserable during this time, this holiday season, for no good reason at all. So today, I want to give you 5 tips to really help you take the guilt out of the holiday season. Would that be helpful? Let me know in the comment, like give me emojis or type yes or something, just to let me know you're here and that I got you. I want to know that you got me, okay? So, chocolate. So let me give you 5 tips. And I shared those with one of my clients earlier, and she loved them. So I was like, oh, maybe I should share that with you too, because hey, we're all the same, and we're all going through the same things, pretty much, right? So the first tip that I want to share with you is manage your expectations this holiday season. Like go into the holiday season and make an agreement with yourself, right? That yes, you are going to take care of yourself, you're going to be healthy, you're not going to overdo it. However, you're going to behave like a normal human being, which means that sometimes you're going to have that piece of cake and not feel bad about it, right? There's this expression that I discovered that I really love. It says, expectations are resentments in the making, which means we set ourselves up for being resentful towards ourselves and towards other people when we have too many expectations about a thing, right? So the invitation that I have for you is to really let go of what you think you should be doing, the food that you shouldn't be eating, because the reality is you can eat whatever you want as long as you eat it in moderation. Because it's not that piece of cake that you ate today that's going to make you gain 10 pounds. What's going to make you gain 10 pounds is the guilt that you're going to feel after having that piece of cake, which is going to lead you to more pieces of cake or whatever other dessert, days after that. That's what makes you gain the weight, not that one time event that you indulge in. So please do enjoy the good stuff, because yes, I'm gonna call it good because there's no need to demonize food. Call, oh, I've been good today because I ate salads. No, you're not. That doesn't make you a good person. Food is neither good nor bad. It's neutral. It's your intent and your use of it that gives it like that good or bad, what should I say, reputation, maybe? That's a good word. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's my first tip. Manage your expectation. My second tip is learn how to say no. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to add to it. You don't have to explain. You don't have to provide excuses as to why you're telling no thank you to Aunt Susie to a second helping of whatever she's trying to shove down your throat. Now, Aunt Susie means well. She's not trying to make you fatter. She's not. Food for a lot of us, in families, it's an expression of love, right? Like, especially if you're a mom, like, I don't know about you, but well, a little bit less now, but I'm obsessed about what Richard is eating. I'm like, did you eat this morning? What did you eat at lunch? Or do you know what I mean? Like, so as a mom, it's just like, it's almost like innate in us. Like, we want to make sure that our loved ones are fed. So it comes from a good place, but we have to be aware and be firm about our boundaries. Because if you decided that you're not going to eat X, Y, and Z for whatever reason, right? And you are in a family setting or holiday party, whatever, and people are kind of almost like forcing you to have some, why don't you try this? Know that it's absolutely okay to say no, thank you. Again, be firm and feel free in the decision that you made. Okay? The third tip I have for you is to make self-care a priority for yourself, especially during the holidays. Because you know what? The holidays are they're so trying on us, right? There's a lot of demand on us, a lot of expectations of, doing things for people and, doing a gazillion things. So more than ever, the holiday season is a time for you to take care of yourself. There's this saying that says you can't pour from an empty cup. So if you're not making self-care a priority, particularly during the holiday season, you won't have anything to give to anybody. You're going to be grumpy. You're going to be tired. You'll have no energy. You're going to be no fun to be around. Okay. So super important for you to maintain, if you have a spiritual practice, excuse me, make sure that you keep this going and maybe, bump it up a notch during the holiday season. Make sure that you're moving. Make sure that you're eating food that give you energy versus the foods that are going to drag you down. Make sure that you're getting enough sleep, making that you're drinking enough water, and make sure that you're giving yourself quiet time. Okay. So do you know what these things have in common? They are all part of the Water Walks and 40 Wings Challenge. So hint, hint, if you have not registered for the Water Walks and 40 Wings Challenge, I urge you to do so. It's going to be so good for you. And it's a way for you to take care of yourself. I'm going to pop in the link for you. I created a short link. So there you go. It's all lowercase, by the way. So if you haven't registered yet, here's your chance. Okay. Okay, so that takes us to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is to have fun. Have fun, you guys. And fun does not have to be food. There are so many things that are magical about this season, whether it's the music, whether it's the cheesy holiday movies. For some people, it's the decorations. I don't know, create new tradition that have nothing to do with food. Okay. And really the key is to find joy in whatever you're participating in. If something is not fun for you, don't do it. Okay, give yourself permission this holiday season to only do the things that bring you joy. If it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. You have permission. Okay. And then finally, the last tip I have for you is to allow yourself to feel your feelings, because so many times we end up eating or drinking our feelings away. Do you know that scientifically a feeling will only last about, I think it's 10 to 15 seconds or something like that? So if you allow yourself to just feel what you're feeling, it will pass away. Whether it's feeling of sadness, feeling of boredom, feeling of not being good enough. If the feeling comes and you acknowledge it, you're like, oh, okay, that's what I'm feeling. Cool. Then you can move on, right? What happens is that when we have those feelings come up, we try to block them. Like, oh, I'm not supposed to be feeling this way, right? I'm not supposed to be sad. I'm not supposed to be depressed. I'm not, and the more you fight it, the more it amplifies. And that's why we'll find ourselves staying in a bad mood for hours, if not days. Whereas if we had allowed ourselves to feel whatever feeling that comes up, because I don't know if you realize that you can't control your feelings. You feel whatever you feel, right? And so if you just allow yourself to feel the thing, it will pass, 1 minute max, right? Then you can move on. And that way you don't have to resort to the cookie, to the ice cream, or to whatever else that you rely on to make yourself feel better, right? Knowing that this too shall pass. I promise you, it will pass. But don't fight it. Don't fight the feeling. Just allow it to come, acknowledge that it's there, and let it go on its way, because it doesn't want to stay anyway. Okay, so these are my 5 tips for you so that you can fully enjoy this holiday season without feeling guilty. So let me recap them really quickly for you. Number 1, manage your expectations. Number 2, learn how to say no and know it's a complete sentence. Number 3, make your self-care a priority. Number 4, don't forget to have fun. And number 5, allow yourself to feel your feelings. Okay? So that's my message for you today. A little bit more upbeat than yesterday. And I want to remind you that the challenge, the water wings and what I'm messing up my own program name. The Water Walks and 40 Wings Challenge is starting Friday, December 3rd. And it may feel like a long time away, but it's not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the earlier you register, the earlier you can start earning points. Because I have 3 unannounced prizes. The prize that you see on the page when you go to the page is the trip for 2, right? It's a grand prize that the winner is going to be announced at the end of the challenge. But before that grand prize, I have 3 other unannounced prizes. And the first prize is going to be for the person who invites and registers the most people to the challenge. And how do I know who invited the most? Because in the Facebook group, one of the questions is who invited you to this challenge. So when you invite people to register for the challenge, tell them to please put your name in that box, because I'll be calculating them. And the first Sunday of the challenge, I will be announcing the first prize winner. And the prize is a surprise. You'll have to be in to know what it is. It's juicy. It's amazing. You're going to like it. Okay, so the link is in the video notes. It's also showing on my screen. That's the shortcut to it. I cannot wait to experience the 21-day challenge with you. And don't forget, enjoy your holidays, okay? Talk to you soon. Well, talk to you tomorrow for another coffee talk. Take care. Bye for now.